Alright, good morning. I am going to show you how to do a quick quilt. Takes about 12 hours all up, but first you need to get all your stuff ready. So I'll run through this first, and I'm only just doing this because a few people that have donated some material to me said, let us know how you go. So that's why I'm doing this. So start with, you need a machine, you need some thing to cut your material on, and a cutter. Then you need a couple of rulers. This one is my original old one. I've had this for over 20 years. It's a bit broken, so I ended up buying another one, which is not so nice because it's a bit bigger. I've also got this square that I use to check the size of my squares that I quilt. And then you need your material. So this is my quilt setup, the one I'm going to do for Sean and Christy. I always get some nice background material, so this one's got quite cute for the little baby, Archibald. And it's so that if they don't like the quilt, they can flip it over and the other side's still nice. But for the quilt, you need a center square. Now that can be a color from one of the other colors, you can mimic it, but I have got quite a nice one with some animals. And then I've got my one color, I think this will be my light, and then I've got dark as well. Now because I don't have enough of this blue, I bought some additional blue, so I'll be using both of those for that third color, but I'll start with this one. So out of these ones, I'll cut my 9 squares for my center, and then I'm going to cut all of these into strips, and then that just gets sewn together. But I'll start with making one square just to check my colors. I'm not very good with colors. There's Buddy playing in the background. So sometimes if you look at the material, you'll see there's some color coding here, and then you can use that to say, well, is this going to fit with my other 2 colors? And always make one square and have a look at it first, because if something doesn't really fit, then I've got to find some other material. So out of thank you very much. I've got bags and bags of material here from people that have sent me things, and so I'm just going to go in there if I need something else, which is great. The other thing, well, I normally have a radio on, and then the other thing you need is something small to cut with. So this comes in handy a little bit later. Little scissors. You need for your cutter, you need some spare and very sharp replacement blades. That's very annoying when you run out of those, so I tend to have quite a few spare. I just use plain old cheap cotton. You do need some of these. That I haven't bought some more of those, but I do tend to buy a new batch of the pins, and I tend to have a complete set so that when I start pinning later, it's a baby quilt, I don't want to leave a pin in there somewhere. I keep track of how many pins I use and make sure that they're all back on the little thing there. What else is in here? Oh, you need an unpicker. Trust me, you're going to need that one if you're not paying attention. So you can start unpicking some stuff that's very annoying and very time consuming. And then you also need I don't know if I can get this out. You also need a little foot for once you do the quilting, so that you can do it over very thick pieces of material. So you can just buy these. You get universal ones. And then what I haven't got set out here at the moment is the batting. So I normally just use batting that I buy at Spotlight, and that will go in. So I'll bring that out a bit later. I'm probably only going to get to that tomorrow. So now I'm going to cut.